So now we're going to talk about a local band you guys might have never heard of. We're talking about Joker's Republic, and their album is called Falling Behind. And they are a three-piece ska punk band from northern New Jersey, right around here, consisting of guitarist, singer Austin Gray, drummer Pat Elwood, and bassist Billy Smolin. And according to their Facebook page, the group started in 2015 and released the EP Antisocial Media in 2017. Now, 2 years later, after many months of touring and studio recording, they've just released this full-length debut album. And similar to another local band we reviewed, the Backer Superheroes, Joker's Republic are an unsigned group deeply submerged in the nostalgic 90s ska punk sound. And speaking of Backer Superheroes, they provide some backing gang vocals on this record as well. So on surface level, these guys have the third wave ska formula down pat. Energetic, crunchy punk rock power chords that switch to like clean guitar ska upstrokes throughout are there, along with like the upbeat percussion and groove and bass tabs. Everything complements Austin's poppy vocal delivery. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like, ska punk bands, but I'm going to throw out some bands that they sound like to me. Maybe you guys can say you hear it in their music. But I hear like a bit of like the pop punk style of Goldfinger meshed with Green Day, as well as like the ska influences of Real Big Fish and even the Suicide Machines to a degree. You guys hearing particular ska bands in their sound?
Other than what you said?
No? Everything else? Yeah.
The only ska band I ever listened to was Streetlight Manifesto, and that was like over 10 years ago. So they're like my only reference.
Yeah.
So of course the only band I'm going to say they sound like is Streetlight Manifesto because it's the only ska band I know.
I don't think they are on that level. There's less instrumentation in Streetlight Manifesto, but I see what you're saying because they are playing ska music.
It's the same music, so.
So right off the bat, I'm gonna say if you like ska music and you just woke up from a 22-year coma, first come to terms with the reality that the way we communicate nowadays is all through internet and social media, and also there are no more Blockbusters or Tower Records anymore. Once you come to terms with that, immediately go get this album. Of course, we have to explain how we consume music nowadays to the person that just woke up from the 22-year coma. Now, for the rest of you out there, you may need some more info. So let's discuss some highlights of this album. I hear like a fun and lighthearted sound, but I wasn't expecting like to be so much social and political commentary in their lyrics. For example, Mannequins. That song has like a fast-paced jam that has him labeling like people who mindlessly follow their routine lives as fake-ass stand-ins. And this song isn't like the biggest definition of being woke, but I understand his point of view. And plus, I like the backing vocals in that song a lot. But if you guys want to go to like the opening track, which basically tells you what you're in for, which is called American't Dream. Yeah. It like presents like the pessimistic view of like working class ethics and how it's not working in this country. And I thought this is a solid like punky tune that has brief moments of like ska that should get like the circle pit going at their show. What do you guys think?
I liked a lot of the messages that the singer had, even though it's not like super deep. I guess like it's very on the nose with a lot of stuff. But like American Dream, like you can't work your way up from the bottom, basically. Right. Which, I mean, it's not false. Yeah,
it's the way it is now, yeah.
It's how it is. And I thought the instruments were really good.
Yeah.
That's what kind of, like, kept me listening.
Yeah, I was honestly, I don't want to, like, assume that they were going to be bad because they're, like, local. But I will say, on the other hand, I was surprised how well they all play together, for just being... I guess it's 4 years. They're doing a good job. So I want to ask Caroline this then, because you're usually like the most vocal on your political views and how you have disdain towards the current administration. Yes. So I'm specifically speaking about the tracks Trump Card and Politics Belong in Punk Rock. What did you think of those ones?
I liked that this album was very political because I do agree with the message of the song that politics belong in punk rock. I agree. And I think that they did well conveying their political message. It wasn't like too derivative of like literally every other band that's ever written a song about Donald Trump. It was also still very like fun. I don't know. The whole album was just fun, and they brought that like fun energy. You could tell they had fun making it, and they had fun like recording it, and so like that carries through when you're listening to it. And like every single song was really catchy, and I think that the Mannequins one, the first one, the Trump Card, and Politics Belong in Punk Rock are like they were stuck in my head.
Yeah. I feel like the Politics Belong in Punk Rock is trying to like bring back ideology of like the 70s bands that they list, like the Clash and the Kennedys, and even ska bands like the Specials, and saying like, you know, put your political beliefs in your music. And I honestly thought that was the way it was going to happen when Donald Trump won. I thought it was going to be more political music the same way it was when Bush was in president. But
I feel like we've reviewed other albums and they've had songs like that about, you know, being, you know, mad at the politics right now. And I was like, okay, we get it. Everyone's mad. But I just feel like it works much better with the genre in which they're writing.
Yeah.
So just ska or like
The punk.
Oh, the punk.
Yeah. Because punk has always been political.
Yeah, I'm a person that supports that, and I miss the way it used to be like that. So I like that song. I thought it was important. It stresses that people need to have opinions, but respect everyone else's.
I like that a lot, actually, when they mentioned that, like, we can still be friends even though we have like differing opinions.
Right. Yeah. Simple and to the point. So what did you guys think of the Bob Marley cover, Three Little Birds?
I didn't really like it in the beginning.
I'm the same way. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So when the song started, I was just like,
what the hell
why are
is
you
this?
doing this? It sounds exact same as the original, but not as good. It sounded like you should have did this for like a tribute album to Bob Marley or like some kind of comp.
Right.
That was my first reaction in the first half. Then when it picks up, it's like, oh, it's like a punkier thing, and I'm like, now I get why they did this. It's a really catchy Bob Marley song that everyone knows. So when they play it live, you know, and they have that call and response thing in the middle, people can sing along, sing back to them. It's just supposed to be like this fun song to sing along to, and it really supports, I guess, the belief of the band of, you know, love and, you know, happiness, stuff like that.
Right.
What do you think, Caroline? You got that cover.
Yeah, I agree. Because the first half is like not the genre. So it's like, okay, this seems really out of place. Like I get what you're doing, but it doesn't fit here.
Right.
But then when they like made it their own, it was like, oh, yeah, like I forgave them for it.
Yeah. Okay. I thought the guitar solo in there was pretty sweet. Gang vocals were good. That added a little bit of difference to what the song sounds like. But I think the point of that song encompasses what the whole point of the band is in their sound. It's like mostly they want to have songs that you can sing along to and are catchy. Songs like "Grow Up," which has really adorable like doo-wop vocal harmony during like the bridge. The song "Just Don't Do It," and one of my favorite tracks, "Indecisively Indifferent," catchy sing-along songs that main purpose is to get you to sing, playfully mosh, or attempt to skank intensively to the point where unfamiliar onlookers will blatantly ask, "What the f*** are you doing?"
Are you okay?
I want to actually see if we can have any negative things to say about these guys.
Like other than like the political stuff, like I didn't really understand like the meanings of some of the lyrics. Like, but I don't know. Like with "Just Don't," like I didn't know what he was actually referring to.
Okay,
Like,
right.
Did you guys?
I didn't think of that either. I just thought, oh, that sounds catchy. I can remember that. Just don't do it.
What are you?
Yeah.
Do
What
what?
should
Like
I be
what?
doing?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay.
and then we was like liar, liar, pants on fire. I'm like, all right, dude. Like, okay.
Come on, it's the first album.
Okay.
You let it slide. Can you say
Yeah.
something you said in third grade on a record? If it's your first album.
I guess it's not so bad.
All right. And Caroline, you have nothing negative to say either?
No, I think it's a really, really strong debut album for, especially, you know, do you know from where in North Jersey specifically?
I do not. They didn't tell us on the Facebook
guys,
page.
come on.
Yeah.
I want to write fan mail.
We got to find out their P.O. box now. What's your final rating then?
Yeah, there was a lot about this album that I really enjoyed. I like the singer's voice. I like how a good number of the songs were political, but not all of them were. And even the songs that were political were still kind of lighthearted. And like I said, it just was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to listen to. So yeah, I think it's a really solid album, and I would say buy this.
Okay, Devin, you're not really a big ska punk fan, right?
No,
All right,
really.
so this will be interesting. What do you think?
Yeah. Like I liked a lot of the overall messages on a few of the songs. And I liked the fact that a lot of the musicians had it sounded like they had fantastic chemistry, and the instrumentals just like I said before, that's what kept me listening like that. The singer, I don't know, he kind of got a little bit annoying for me personally.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's just my own opinion on that.
His vocal style, mostly? He sounds too what?
I don't like.
Whiny.
I don't want to say whiny, but I don't know. I guess what he was trying to talk about like I said before, when it's not the political stuff, a lot of the stuff he's trying to convey in the songs, lyrically, I'm just okay, I don't know, but overall, I mean, I would still listen to the album. I don't hate it. I think they have a lot of potential. I will say that they have a lot of potential. So I'm gonna say download this.
Okay. I think the production we didn't mention of this album is on point, and I feel like the Joker's Republic, they have a lot of room to grow, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Perhaps subsequent albums should incorporate some horns and keyboards into their instrumentation. I think if they explore different musical genres, they will be able to grow their audience and possibly have this record deal in the future. So I'm going to say they could do better than what they're doing, but this is pretty good, I thought. So I'm going to agree with you, Devin. This album is something you can download. Definitely listen to it. If you want to tell us what you think of this album, let us know in the comment section what you think of the Joker's Republic. And if you are a local band or artist out there and you want us to review your album or what you're doing, send us an email in the description below.
Just don't do it. If I were you to try to just don't do it. You step aside and let the sleepy dogs do it. Just don't do it. Don't you have respect for yourself? Just don't do it. You had your chances, go, just don't do it.